Liam, we've seen you sparring with a world-class middleweight tonight, Hosam Jikam. Does that prove that you're not taking Jimmy Kelly lightly?
Yeah, you know, I've been asked, like a few people have seen Jimmy Kelly say, you know, I'm overlooking him. You know, if you've seen me sparring, you've seen the kids I've been sparring, and my sparring's cost me a bomb, Steve, so there's no way I've overlooked Jimmy Kelly. And you know, if you watch me sparring sessions, ask the sparring partners I've sparred, and you know, if you see the shape I'll be in on December the 19th, then you know, I'm sure they'll answer your questions whether I've overlooked Jimmy Kelly or not.
How much did it cost you bringing Hosam in for a couple of weeks?
It cost a bit, to be honest. You know, it's not cheap, but you know, I've been used as the same thing. You know, I got paid good money to go and spar, you know, myself. I got offered good money to go and spar Cotto and Canelo. So, you know, I know what you've got to pay. Obviously, I'm not saying I'm on as much money as them, because I'm nowhere near that. But, you know, I know what kind of sparring you've got to bring in to reach that level. And, you know, I got good sparring for my last fight, and I've raised the bar again for this fight.
And how good has he been, Undam, to spar with?
He's been very good, but you know, I'll tell you that after December 19th, whether he, you know, but no, he's been very good, and he is very good. He's, you know, he's a top middleweight, he's fought at a top level, and I get great sparring with him. You know, I went over to America for 3 weeks sparring him. The year before that, I sparred him in Blackburn, in Kevin Marie's gym. You know, I've done a good number of rounds with him, and I know he's quality sparring, and he's brought me on massively. I'd done a lot of sparring with him just before I fought Mark Thompson, you know, 2 years ago, and you know, I know what I've come on by judging them spars. I know how much I've come on since then. So I'm very happy with him, and you know, he's a gentleman. So I've made a friend for life in that son.
When you met Jimmy Kelly at the press conference, he seemed to rile you a little bit, and you said it was you know, wages for Christmas. Has he got you a little bit like people like Mark Thompson and Jason Welborn did? No,
he's just got to me what a normal. It's a fight, Steve. So he's got to me the way a normal fight should get to me. He hasn't. You know, people think he's rattled because I haven't been quite verbal with people in the past. You know, I've always been, you know, I'm the loudest of the brothers to say to a point, and you know, I'm the more vocal of us in that confrontational type. And you know, Jimmy Kelly hasn't got to me. No way in the world. If he thinks he's got under my skin, you know, he better think again, because he hasn't. It's just, you know, he's got me up for a fight. I've got a bit of needle with him. You know, I'm not saying I don't like him, but you know, there's a reason there to it, and you know, I'm gonna show Jimmy Kelly that it was a mistake. You know, fighting me at this stage, he's not ready for me. I 100% think it's too early for him. You know, I'm not disrespecting him in his ability, because it will be competitive, because you know, he's a good fighter, but I do think, you know, he should be in his trade. People forget, because I've been, you know, touching world title distance for so long. It was 3 years ago I beat Steve O'Meara for a Commonwealth title. It was 2 years ago, 2 days ago, that I fought my first defence of the British title against Mark Thompson. So you know, I've been, you know, I think I've more than, you know, saved my apprentice. I showed people the belts I'd won, you know, the other day. I put it on my Instagram, and you know, I think I've done it the right way. Commonwealth, British, WBA Continental, WBO Intercontinental, finished with a world title. I think that's the route. You know, the only thing I missed out was the European title, but I won the international title to fill for that. So, you know, I think I've done it the right way.
Becoming a world champion, you know, the way you beat John Thompson, a sensational knockout, one of the best we're going to see this year. What does it do for your confidence? Just
you know, it's massive. The way the fight finished was just a proper confidence builder. You know, it was one shot ended the fight. It was the way you want to win a world title. But it's just, you know, confirmed that people have been telling me, "Oh, you're ready, you're ready, you're ready," and you know, there's been questions. I've wanted to take that step, but you know, you'd always needed. That's why I always wanted that fight in between, to see whether I'm ready or no, hold it back a touch. And you know, that just answered questions. Yeah, you're all ready to go, and you're all ready to kind of fight whoever now. And I don't think there's anyone in the division that we'd say no to now. You know, there was in the past there was like, you ready for them? Aren't you ready for them? And like now, I just think it's confirmed that, you know, I'm ready for that step, and you know, whoever they put in front now, we'll take. If you could fight anyone at 11 stone, someone said to you, Frank rang you up and said, I can get you any 11 stone fighter in the world, who would it be? You know, it'd probably be Cotto, to be honest. You know, he's back at 11 stone, and he's one of my favourites. Stylistically wise, I think me and him would match up for a great fight. You know, I think, well, not star wise, I'm not saying, you know, I'm like Cotto, but you know, there's not many things different You know, he started developing a boxing style more now, but you know, his old style is kind of the way I fight now. So, you know, I do think stylistically that'd be a great fight.
And 19,000 Puerto Ricans going mad in Madison Square Garden would be, you'd live with that forever, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, that'd be unbelievable. But you know, it's one of them. That's a chance that I'd love, and you know, I think I'd gain a few Puerto Rican fans.
That's pretty. That'd be high praise if you did. But next weekend it's Jimmy Kelly. You've won your last 6 on the spin inside the distance. Will it be 7 KOs on the trot?
Yes, it will. Yeah, 100%. You know, that's what I'm going in to do. I'm going in to do a number on Jimmy Kelly, do a proper job and get people talking like, wow, you know, he was right. It was a step too soon for Jimmy Kelly, and you know, just show levels. You know, it's a saying in boxing, there's levels, and touching back on that, you know, I won a British title 2.5 years ago. It's levels, and I think he should be getting there where I was, then coming to there. You know, he's got to take that first step, which I took 2.5 years ago, and I think that's where he should be taking towards a British title, a Commonwealth title. I think he should be at that stage of his career, and you know, fair play to him. He's been offered the chance and he's took it. So I don't knock him for that, but you know, I'm going to knock him for being naive and young, and he's going to pay a price for doing that.